Since this music is on key C major, see how you play it. Hello guys, welcome to Eneco Music Hub. Keep on keeping on. Some people said they want to sight play. They want to play staff. You can start from somewhere. Staff is what you have to put more effort in order to learn. Okay. Then firstly, you have to go and buy this book. It is called Piano Tutor. Small Woods Piano Tutor. Okay. You can buy it. The exercises in this particular book will help you. I want to use a particular exercise in this particular book to address some issues regarding sight playing. Okay, now look at this staff notation. The staff, look at it, triple time. Triple time. So 3/4. The key of this music is automatically C major. Why is it C? Because there is no sharp or flat sign at the beginning of this staff. So since there is no sharp or flat at the beginning of the staff as the key signature should be C major. Okay. So since it is C major, look at this particular one is known as treble staff, while this one is known as bass staff. Okay. On the treble staff, as I said in my previous videos, the first line is this down one. This particular one is the first line, and the name of this line is E. The later name of this line is E, as in elephant. E. Okay. Now from E, you can run it step by step. After line, space. The first space here is F. So if line is E, the next step should be the space, which is F. The next step should be the line, which is G. Then another one is A, because when you get to G, you don't go to H, you go back to A. Okay, wherever you are starting your key and your musical letter from, once you get to G, you run back to A. So we have the line is E, the space is F, the second line is G, the second space is A. The third line is B, C, D, E, and F. So the last line, which is the upper line, is F. So what you do on this particular staff is this. You can see the musical notes placed on them. These numbers here, 5, 4, 5, 4. All these numbers are number of your fingers. Number 1 finger is your thumb. Once you see 1, like this one now, that is 1. It is talking about your thumb. Then the number 5 finger is the little finger, the pinky. Ring finger is number 4. Middle finger is number 3, while the index is number 2. That is how you play the keyboard. So as you can see, since this music is on key C major, see how you play it now. C is your do, and where is your C here now? Your C is on the 3rd space. Count it. The C is on the 3rd space. So if the C is on the 3rd space, which is here, from there you call it do. Then the line ahead should be re. The space should be mi. The upper line should be fa. Then after the upper line, the first note here is after the upper line, which is on the larger space. That should be your so. Okay, that is the G. Okay, so since you know the letter names of these lines and spaces, in the same way, when you come to the keyboard, any note that is on G, you play G on the keyboard. This is G. You play G on the keyboard. Any note that is on G, you play G on the keyboard. Any note that is on F, you play F on the keyboard. Any note that is on line A, you come to the keyboard and play A. This is your A. By now, you must have known the names of the keys: C, D, E, F, G, A, B. Okay. So when you see any note, like the first note here is on G, you come here and play your G. Then, in order to play this music well, you start counting 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, pam, pam, pam. So G, F, E, the first bar says G, F, E. Look at it. Look at G here. Look at F here. Look at E. So 1, 2, 3. Have you seen it now? In the next bar, you will learn this thing bit by bit. So you have learned now that the first bar says G, F, E. The next bar here says F, E, D. F, E, D. First bar says G, F, E. The second bar says F, E, D. Now count the triple timing. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Have you seen it now? Learn it beat by beat. Learn it beat by beat. Pam, 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 pam. We are coming to the left side. So now go to the third bar. Go to the third bar. The third bar here says E, D, C. E, D, C. E, D, C. E. Now play all of them. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Again. So since you know how to count the time signature, it will not be too hard for you. All you need to do is whenever you see any particular note on that line, you come and play that in here. Okay, start from key C. So use this particular method to play all the notes on the staff. So as for the left hand, this is your bass. Your bass plays this. The bass staff. The first line of the bass staff, which is this, is G, line G. From here, run your F alphabet up. If the first line is G, the space should be A. As I said, no hash. The space should be A. The second line should be B. Then the space where the note is known as C space. So C. C. So the first bar is having C. The second bar is having D. The third bar is having E. Have you seen it now? So this thing is just alphabetical. We are talking of the first 3 bars now. Remember, your right hand says then you will now learn the bass line. The first note is on C. Look at this. Bam, bam, bam. Now you learn it again. Bam, bam. After that, you now combine. Okay, the left hand says do, re, mi. This one says pam, 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 pam. You now combine. This is the first 3 bars. So use this method, go through all the bars, go through the whole music, then come and bring feedback. This is Eneco Music Hub. Keep on keeping on.